All right, we're going to sketch out the process by which we're going to make a gear. So we're going to start with a circle, and then we'll start with another circle, a little bit bigger. This is where we're going to draw an on shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the line tool to draw a line. We're trying to make 12 teeth exactly. What we're going to do is we're going to make one tooth. We're going to draw this angle right here. This will be 15 degrees. And the reason why is because we're doing 12 teeth, so we need 360 degrees. But instead of dividing by 12, we need to divide by 24, and I'll show you why in a second. But that's going to equal 15 degrees. So this little angle right here is 15 degrees. And then what we'll do is we will shape this a little bit, shape this part a little bit, and then we'll use our eraser tool. We got a whole erase or partial erase? Let's do whole erase, and we'll delete that. Oops, we weren't supposed to delete the whole thing. Well, let's just do it anyway, and then we'll draw it back. This part should not have been deleted. And then we'll delete this. Okay, let's do partial erase. We're going to delete that and delete this guy, and then we'll have a tooth right here that we'll use the circular pattern tool, and we'll generate 12 of those. So let's go ahead and then we're going to come back and delete this line and this line and this line, and then we'll have a gear. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's jump in. So here's the gear that we're going to be creating. Okay, and to get yours to look like mine, we're going to need to look at those dimensions. So here's the sketch that we're going to be creating. Don't be overwhelmed by all the numbers. We're going to start with two circles. The first one has a diameter of 3.25, and the second one is a radius of 2.25, which is a diameter of 4.5. So let's see if we can create that. Here we go. We'll go back and forth between these drawings. So I'm going to start a Part Studio. I'm going to draw on the front plane a circle, center point circle. Press and hold, go to the center, let go, press and hold, let go. And we'll go ahead and turn on our dimension tool, press and hold, and we'll dimension that as 3.25 inches. And then we'll turn off the dimension tool and get our center point circle tool again. Press and hold, go to the center, let go, press and hold, draw a bigger circle, and we'll go back to our tools and grab the dimension tool, press and hold, and we'll dimension this one as 4.5 inches. Okay, so far so good. And now we're going to draw a straight line. Going, press and hold, go to the very top, and go down, and go from the center out. Okay, and now we're going to turn on our dimension tool and we're going to tap on, well, we'll press and hold and select this line, then press and hold and select this line, and then we tap on that angle right there and make it 15 degrees. So far, so good. Now we're going to use our trim tool to cut away the part that we don't need, or parts that we don't need. And now I'm going to shape the edge of this a little bit. So let's turn on our line tool. We'll press and hold, go to the center, right? It kind of snaps to the center. and then press and hold, and then we're just going to draw a little angle. You might want to zoom in a lot so it doesn't snap to a specific spot, unless you want it to snap to a specific spot. I'm going to redo that. I'm going to zoom in, because sometimes you don't want to be locked in to where it snaps to. But I do want the center. So snapping here is good. Then I let go, press and hold. And here, I don't necessarily want it to snap anywhere. I don't want it to be the center there. I'm just going to draw this line, approximately, okay? And I put in 20 degrees and I thought it looked pretty good. So, whoops, undo. I'm going to go ahead and put in my dimension tool again, and I'll select this line and this line, and I want that angle to be 20 degrees. And to make it symmetrical, I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Line tool, find the center, press and hold, and I don't know where it goes. I'm going to use the angle, right? Grab your dimension tool, select this line, press and hold, and select this line. We want that angle to be 20 degrees, just like the other side. Great. And now we're going to use the trim tool to remove the parts we don't want. Now we have a tooth. Great. Now we'll use the circular pattern tool to generate 12 of those teeth around the circle. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to select the circular pattern tool, and I'm going to tap on all the things that I want patterned. So I want the entire tooth patterned. If you zoom out, you'll see there should be 3. That's the default. We actually want 12. So I'm going to find this little 3x right here, tap on it, change it to 12. And then to finish the command, tap once in the white space. Great. And looks like I need to clean it up a little bit, so I'm going to use my trim tool to get rid of these little parts. You don't have to, but I'd rather have one solid piece than 13 pieces. And then I think we're good. Hit the check mark, and then we'll extrude it, and we've got ourselves a gear. Extrude. I'm going to extrude it by 1/4 inch, 0.25. Check. And then we're good. Maybe we'll put a hole in the middle, but to keep the video short, I'll leave that. Well, let's go ahead and modify our sketch a little bit. Let's add that circle in the center. Center point circle, press and hold, go to the center, press and hold, release. And let's make it 1/2 inch. .5, check, check, and then we should have a hole. There we go, and that should look a lot like what I drew the first time. And there's a basic gear. It's not perfect. Turns out the teeth need to be adjusted a little bit, but that's a good start.